been looking forward to ever since it was announced. Dru Skillz has been the Smashmouth Pro Heavyweight Champion ever since November 2014. He has held the title for 9 months, but tonight he's got 2 challengers, starting with this man, Lightning Bolt Johnson, making a huge name for himself in and around the East Coast, the Midwest, Delaware, Virginia, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and all points in between. And this man is as electrically energized as ever before. 6 feet 4 inches tall, 220 pounds, and he's got the long limbs and the high-flying offense to boot. And what will happen tonight if the lightning strikes and he hits the boom kick on either Dru Skillz or Steiner? He might be a slight underdog, but that's not going to prevent him in this, the biggest match of his life. He is up against 2 of the most dominant forces ever in Smashmouth Pro Wrestling and World Championship Wrestling. The man from Detroit, Michigan, University of Michigan alumni, amateur wrestling credentials including NCAA Wrestling Championships. Big Poppa Pump, Steiner with a standing ovation in Inman's Bowling Alley and Recreation Center. One of the best talkers ever in pro wrestling history. Former WWE, WCW, TNA Impact Wrestling superstar. Has even made himself famous in Japan. Himself and Rick Steiner, the most dominant tag team potentially ever. It is a matter of time that this man will be in the Hall of Fame in every single category. And he's still wrestling today, 29-year pro. And he is now has the chance to take away the heavyweight title from a man that has been unstoppable, who has beaten all the other stars. The genetic freak, Freakzilla, the big bad booty daddy. And now, the single most dominant force in all of Smashmouth Pro Wrestling. That is the man that rules this ring and has ever since this company started from day one. Dru Skillz. The victories that this man has accumulated up to this point, from defeating Colt Cabana, from putting away Shannon Moore, defeated Bushwhacker Luke, and he put Robbie E and DJ CC Mahayan on notice. We're talking about Smashmouth Pro now, the triple threat match for the heavyweight title.
Is this a bad time to go take a potty break?
No way! Every set of eyes is focused on this ring for this monumental main event that you can't see anywhere else on this planet. That man is hungry. That man wants to fight. That man is insane. And that man is also the champion. So that's how brutal he is and how scary he is to the young children of the world. He's making the children cry. He looks confident tonight, Romo. I think he's going to retain the title.
Scott Steiner's taking the title.
This is the biggest main event ever in the history of Smashmouth Pro Wrestling. This is Bowling Brawl 5. This is the main event. July 26, 2015. 3 men from different parts of the world putting it all on the line to prove who the best is in this company. Oh, let me think. What? Dru Skillz is the champion. Dru Skillz defeated Cliff Compton to win the title in the first place. And he is ready for a fight. What an amazing trio of warriors this is.
Lightning Bolt Johnson!
If he gets suplexed on his head, I don't know if his neck can handle that kind of high impact.
The former tag team champion, the former heavyweight champion, Big Poppa.
The roof of the building is shaking.
especially you, Roman Johnson.
Was that meant to be funny? I don't think Dru Skillz is even considering Scott Steiner for this match. Maybe he's going to make it all perfectly clear by using physicality instead of words. Scott Steiner not taking very well to the fact that a lot of the young fans are chanting for the lightning bolt. Three very complex and different personalities here. Scott Steiner, one of the best talkers in pro wrestling history, has decided he's going to back up his actions with physicality, not with words. The must-see performer who brings along all of the scientific grappling, the striking, the agility, the strength, the high flying, the submissions, and he's a suplex master to boot. With Rick Steiner as member of the Steiner Brothers, one of the most successful tag teams ever, a 12-time World Tag Team Champion. That's a tremendous accomplishment. WCW Triple Crown winner, two-time TV champion, two-time U.S. champion, former WCW World Heavyweight Champion. A man with no filters, says what's on his mind, and is only worried about his freaks and his peaks. Was a member of the New World Order and the Main Event Mafia. And rumor has it he has joined the Global Force Wrestling roster as well. One of the most controversial characters and personalities ever. And Scott Steiner is known for that Steiner screwdriver. And also Dru Skillz does his own Dru driver, which is the exact same move, and I'm sure Scott Steiner is aware.
Wait, hold on, Steve.
The crowd, who's going to get the upper hand? Poppa Pump, big Poppa Pump. Scott Steiner says he's got the size, he's got the mass, he's got the freaks and the peaks. Wait a minute! Johnson is behind Scott Steiner and he's getting ready to attack him from behind. Tried for the boot kick, got blocked. Steiner, belly to belly suplex. He wiped out Johnson already. That is how quick and how devastating this man Scott Steiner is. And that's what I was concerned about. Johnson's got the agility, not those long limbs, but if Scott Steiner uses his physicality and that huge body frame of his, he will hurt Johnson badly till he is pounded black and blue and purple all over his body. This man has had competition against Beer Money, against Harlem Heat, against the Outsiders. 15 times ranked in the top 100 out of 500 in the PWI, in the Pro Wrestling Illustrated publication. 9 times in the top 20 in that same publication. Has faced the Varsity Club, the Road Warriors, Doom, Lex Luger and Sting, Dr. Dead Steve Williams, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, the Freebirds, the Midnight Express.
I don't know who those guys are, Steve.
He's had notable feuds in the past as he hits that chop across the chest of Johnson again. Against DDP, Buff Bagwell, Ric Flair, Petey Williams, Goldberg, Booker T, Triple H, Sid Vicious, Rey Mysterio, Sting, and a multitude of others as Dru Skillz tries to trip the man up. Oh, he just attacked him, and he just gave him a cheap shot right to the head. Facing Mike Awesome, facing Test. Scott Steiner has beaten the best of the best on this entire planet of Earth, and he has lived to talk about it. A 29-year pro, as Dru Skillz now has entered the ring to face Lightning Bolt Johnson. Skillz said it best himself. For 9 months, he has dominated Smashmouth Pro Wrestling. No man individually has been able to stand up to him in this ring. This is with the double axe handle. Misses again. Bullshit Lightning Bolt Johnson on the run. Tries to spin him around. Biceps is takeover by Johnson. You gotta watch those feet. Nice flying attack by Johnson. Nice forearm. He took down the champion. You can't celebrate. You gotta keep fighting. Dru Skillz is not going to back down at all.
And now Steiner's back in the match.
Oh, this could be bad. He's elevated up in the air. Scott Steiner just dragged him all the way down with one clobbering forearm. Oh, this could be bad news. He's got him picked up. Bye-bye. Huge exploding suplex. He grabbed him from between the legs and flipped him upside down. Scott Steiner is known for his unforgiving suplexes, slams, and drops, and now look at this stare down between the champion and potentially Scott Steiner being one of the most deadly opponents he's ever been in the ring against. Is Dru Skillz making the hand gesture? Oh, he flipped him off! Scott Steiner wants to win this! He could care less about Dru Skillz and the Too Sweet. Forget that. You're not a part of For Life, and you never will be. Yelling at the referee as both Skillz and Scott Steiner alternate punishing and smothering Lightning Bolt Johnson in the corner. I mentioned earlier, I think Dru Skillz has a significant chance to retain. All they got to do is outlast one and the other. Pump handle! Watch this! Look at the power! He dropped him down with authority. He whipped him down. What impact! And this could be the beginning of the end. Scott Steiner and Dru Skillz communicating. I'm surprised they're trying to work together over Lightning Bolt Johnson. And now Skillz is going to try to one-up Scott Steiner by trying to hit his own pump handle slam, and that one was nasty. Scott Steiner's impressed. Very rarely is he impressed. Oh, now you're trying to mock the man. That's crossing the line. You do not do push-ups and jumping jacks like Scott Steiner. To the ropes, the Steiner line. Scott Steiner lays him out big time, and here comes the big elbow drop with theatrics. Let's see the pinning attempt. Let's make it all official. And now it's the Dru Skillz is going to do his own variety of the elbow drop here. Lightning Bolt Johnson's being assaulted from behind by two world-class heavyweights.
Dru Skillz doesn't have the muscle compared to Scott Steiner, Steve.
He doesn't. He doesn't have the size and the girth that these other two have. And that's why, well, overall, he is in a world of hurt against two men, and he's trying to fight out of it. But Scott Steiner attacks him from behind with ease. Here's Skillz dominating the offense in the middle of the ring. A nice up kick by Johnson as he goes to the ropes again. Oh, my goodness! Skillz gave him a spine buster that not only sent him down on the mat, but he sent him through the bottom of the ring. And there is the symbol of respect by Scott Steiner. The Too Sweet gesture. And now the arm is trapped, and the belly-to-belly suplex. One, and then he drags his head up. It's only the beginning of the punishment that is about to ensue on Johnson, who's probably wishing right now that he never even signed up for this match. Double team move on the way. Are we going to see the Dru driver? Well, wait a minute. Now Skillz is doing whatever he wants. He's not following Scott Steiner's lead anymore. Throws Johnson to the outside. Oh, he slammed him on the floor. This unforgiving linoleum floor. This is not a party atmosphere anymore. Not for Lightning Bolt Johnson.
Steve, do you have an extra camcorder here?
There are a lot of individuals watching the ring, but there are even more cameras flashing at the action. Oh, they're taking it out there! And Lightning Bolt Johnson just landed in the audience in front of a whole entire row of chairs and fans. Scott Steiner has attacked Johnson with a solid steel chair. If the action's coming towards you, pick up your stuff and get out of the way. Hit him again. Oh, how physical this match has become. And Dru Skillz is still in the ring. Now we got Steiner, who had that middle rope kicked upwards in between his legs. Lightning Bolt Johnson is totally out. He might not be able to recover after that. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Fans are running for their lives. And the champion Skillz has laid down Scott Steiner temporarily as he stalks him back. He's back to his feet. Dru Skillz now trying to choke down Scott Steiner. One of the most legendary performers ever in the history of pro wrestling. Controversial in his own way. One of the best ever from this company versus one of the very best of all time. And Dru Skillz is feeling it. Chops the feet. Eats the big boot from Scott Steiner. This is a big man to live. Nice belly to belly suplex. Scott Steiner, he's ready. Prepares clothesline. Another one. We're getting ready to drop it again. The elbow drop. Forget the 3 count. Push-up time! Scott Steiner brings Skillz back to his feet. He wants to become the next Smashmouth Pro Heavyweight Champion. The up kick. Dru Skillz has him. Oh my! He spun him around. Spinning fisherman suplex neck breaker. Scott Steiner gets the shoulder up. This match is still ongoing. Lightning Bolt Johnson still has not recovered on the outside.
I am back, Steve. That was a terrific accident out there on the outside floor from Scott Steiner.
I don't know. We might have to get an ambulance for Johnson. Is he all right?
Scott Steiner hit Lightning Bolt Johnson.
He doesn't see Skillz in the air. He got caught. Right flatliner. He dropped him right on his face. Steiner flatliner. And it might be time for the Steiner recliner. Can he lock it in? He crawls across his back. He's got the arms trapped. There it is. Steiner recliner. New champion. Wait. Lightning Bolt Johnson's back. Boom kick sends Steiner out of the ring. Johnson has recovered. And he gave the boom kick to the man who hit him with a steel chair earlier. Watch out. Skillz has him prepared. He tries to spin him around. Blocked. Tried for the Dru driver. Sunset flip bomb. What? Johnson has won the title!
Oh my God.
He had to go through hell in order to win this match! And Skillz is in shock! He's been upset! Scott Steiner not involved in the definitive conclusion of this match! He got the boot kick and fell to the outside! Lightning Bolt! It's a new era! It's Smashmouth Pro Wrestling! Look at this crowd! They're all standing!
Steiner will win tonight.
Steiner's leaving! He's PO'd! And for obvious reason. He's going after Tony Two Shoes! Like he had something to do with it! It was fair and square! Wait a minute! Skillz snatched the title out from his grasp! What the heck is this about? Scott Steiner has abducted the referee. I don't know where he took him. For 9 months, Dru Skillz was the Smashmouth Pro Heavyweight Champion. But tonight, the torch is about to be passed. Oh yeah, that's the true champion. You have to respect the fact that Dru Skillz has raised the hand of the man who beat him fair and square. What a moment for this young man! For the first time ever, Smashmouth Pro World Heavyweight Champion in front of hundreds in Valparaiso, Indiana tonight. What will his first challenge be? Smashmouth Pro Wrestling. The new era has started. Johnson is the man who dominates this ring from now for the everlasting future.